guys, I'm so sorry. My stomach was killing me. Oh my god. Oh my god, my stomach was absolutely destroying me. I'm so sorry. Let's get to the intro. Wrong intro. Here's the, no, this intro. This is the intro, guys. This is the intro. Wrong intro. We're out of sync today. Guys, I am so out of sync. I'm so out of sync. Hey everyone, I need to shave. How you doing? Oh, my stomach is still hurting. I had butter chicken last night. I don't know why it's, oh my god, I've been streaming for 15 minutes already, and I'm so sorry, everyone. Go to your poopsies and or fartsies, we'll be here. We've all been there, except for Edgeworth, except for that one time we're going to run away. The content we're here for. Good peace and love to your bowels. Thank you, my man. My Ace Attorney Tunnel Troubles theory is that Phoenix Wright is always crop dusting when he's nervous. I agree. Gumshoe is too poor to have bowel movements. I agree. How was my poop? Bad. I survived. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, the game. Sorry, the game is very loud. I got the game music playing. Yeah. There we go. There we go. That's better. That's more sensible. Okay. So, we've played this game on the channel already. If any eagle-eyed viewers have been interacting with this channel from 7 months, 8 months back, one of the first thing I ever streamed with this channel was Sonic Adventure 2. The second thing I ever streamed on this channel was Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations, a game that I was in the middle of playing in my free time and thought, hey, why don't I just stream it? Could have done it over with. I hated streaming it. It was at the time I had basically no one watching me. I think Bocce was there though. Hi Bocce. And I felt very like awkward, and it's a lot of talking. In fact, I should be getting some tea because it's a very hot, cold day and my throat's very dry. And if I'm doing a lot of talking, I need some tea. Yeah. Sorry, that's sorry. I'm being very gross today. It was a lot of talking. It was just 2 streams of just me looking at the camera and talking. I didn't get to interact with the chat that much. And I thought, oh, well, maybe this isn't a very good game to stream. But the poll on Discord, you guys wanted Ace Attorney, so I guess we're gonna play Ace Attorney. But instead of going back to Trials and Tribulations, I thought, look, there's probably a lot of people here that aren't familiar with Ace Attorney. So why not go back to the very beginning? And I need you guys all to know, I am an obsessed Ace Attorney fan. I love this series. Right next to my camera here, I have a shrine of Phoenix and Edgeworth with a pride flag because they're gay. I have a bunch of Ace Attorney drawings leading up on it on the wall. I got one that's Phoenix leading on a poster of Ellie Woods from Legally Blonde and saying, "Oh, Ellie Woods, we're really in it now." I love Phoenix Wright. I love Ace Attorney. I have the first game on DS, the third game on DS. I have Ace Attorney Miles Edgeworth Investigations on DS. Don't ask how much that cost me. But I have it. I'm just missing Ace Attorney 2 for the DS, which I really want. I want it so bad. I'm doing so bad. I am feeling better. Thank you, X-Dude. Now. I will. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to show you guys. There's one thing I wanted to show you guys to prove to you how obsessed I am over Ace Attorney. Oh, it's weirdly cropped. This is me at a convention a few years ago with Zongoliath, my brother. He's Master Chief. And I went as Phoenix Wright, okay? That little golden pin, I had to make that out of clay. I really wanted to do this cosplay, and I think it turned out pretty well. Considering the budget I had. It was one of the most fun cosplay experiences I've had because I was constantly stopped by other Ace Attorney fans. You know when a fandom is like popular enough that when you go to a convention, you always see a cosplay, but niche enough that there's only a handful? So then those people who cosplay will always run to that other cosplay and be like, oh my god, you're from the Thing, we're both from the Thing. And that happened every time I was Phoenix. I would see another Phoenix, or I'd see a Maya, or I'd see an Edgeworth, and I'd be like, objection! It was great. And I also took this photo, which kind of hit it off on Twitter after, like, at one point. I really love this photo. This is just after like a while of taking photos. And we were like, oh, what would be a great funny photo to take? And I'm like, well, Phoenix is always showing off his badge. So here we go. I need to be stated that I'm behind in ProZD's Ace 23 playthrough. I'm annoyed for myself. Oh no, not a ton, like negative 1%, 0.1%. Yeah, Ace Attorney rules. I love Ace Attorney. Now, if I love Ace Attorney so much, why don't I marry it? Well, I would, but instead I'm gonna play it. Yeah, I absolutely fucking love this series. Love it with all of my heart. Will I play it with controller? I think I know. Oh, it tells you the controls, actually. It doesn't matter. No. You have to use the... Yeah, I'm gonna use my controller. Let's go new game. Meme! Hey, how you doing, Meme? I like that the badge is DIY because it makes me feel more genuine from the heart. Yeah, it was a pain. The badge was a real pain because I thought maybe I could buy one online. All of them were expensive, so I'm like, maybe I can make one out of clay, and it kept falling apart, and it kept falling off my, because I had to like glue a pin to it, but it kept falling off. But I have that somewhere. I don't know where it is, but I love that little pin I made. So that was you. I was gonna ask one time when I was like, I don't think I follow good Insta. Oh yeah. Wait. Yeah, that was me. All right. All right. Ace Attorney 1. The first level of the first game. Let's get into it, gamers. So I played this game 3 years ago. Oh, I should read all this out. Gasp. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this! Oh! I've got to find something to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. I forgot what I was talking about before this happened. Oh, I got into the series when I got my first job in retail, and I was tired as fuck, and I would just go home and I'd be like, oh, I don't want to do anything, I don't want to play anything, but I'll play Ace Attorney. And I would just sit there for an hour before dinner playing Ace Attorney, because it's basically reading. Like, this is a visual novel series. It's just reading with a few point-and-click elements. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Ooh, I'm glad I made it. Blech. I'm glad I made it. Blech. Blech. Second take, sorry. Ooh, I'm glad I made it on time. Made it on time. I'm glad I made... Sorry, third take. Third take. Give me a second. All right, go. I'm glad I made it on time. Perfect, one shot. Got it in one. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe him my current job to him. I kind of owe my... Second take! Action! Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I want to help... I feel like I could have done it better. Give me a second. Ooh, peaches, apples and peaches. I want to help him out any way I can. No, I'm saying that like it's my video essay. I'm gonna act here. I'm acting. I want to help him out any way I can. Yeah, that was better. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything. It's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death, despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey, there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I'm afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. Yeah, the person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspaper says it was you. Hold on, let me look at the records. My attorney's badge! No one would believe I'm a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Cindy's autopsy, time of death, 7:31. 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of due to blunt trauma. Me was only 27? Wow. Chief Attorney Faye & Co., my boss and very good defense attorney. Larry Butts. I am 1 year older than Larry Butts, the defendant in this case, a likable guy who's been my friend since grade school. Cindy Stone, the victim in this case, a model. She lives in an apartment by herself. Damn. Drew Lover. Yeah, I mean, appreciate. No, we're all gonna be drooling over Edgeworth. I gotta say it, I'm like a nervous gay boy. Fuck yeah. If you don't drool over at least once as an attorney character, you're truly playing the game. Exactly! It makes the attorney badge fart. My name is Phoenix Wright. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm a lawyer. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlikely sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. You need better friends, my friend. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the Butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. No, don't defend him. Don't say that. Not the entire cast at MGS, but I would love to spend a night with me. Oh, yeah. That and I own one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Wow. What a good guy. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court. Courtroom date number 2.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
The prosecutor is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, Mr. Bridgerton. Sorry, that's on a podcast I listen to. This is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to discern your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyes sight fading. I love Venus.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
I'm the defendant. The defendant is me, right? Right! Have you completely lost your mind? Focus! The defendant is the person on trial. You're his lawyer. Oh yeah, right. This is no laughing matter. You did pass the bar, didn't you?
Sorry, I couldn't hear your answer. I'll ask once more. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct.
What's the chat saying? I'd like to play putt-putt golf with Phoenix. I would like to play putt-putt golf with Phoenix. Phoenix Wright is indirectly the reason I started talking to my crush. Oh! Oh, it's so nice! His name is Pain, like window pane. Yeah, like a pain in the ass. Yeah, he's like a pain in my ass is what he is. Wait, who's Pain? What's a big attention?
Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what the victim's name. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
Ugh, I know this one. Glad I read the case report covered this many times. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Hey, look, it's Winston Payne. Oh yeah, Payne, this guy! I did not pass the bar, no. The prosecutor of this case lacks presence. He lacks presence. He has no presence. Generally bad at getting his point across. It's... wait, uh-oh. Oh, no, wait, I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix! I think that guy's about to do something! Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name! Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? I'll be pressing RB. Cindy Stone. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
Cindy Stone, Your Honor. The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
hit with a blunt object, Your Honor.
You can...
She was struck once by a blunt object. This is his first case, and it's murder. Ah, yeah. At least it's not hemorrhoids.
Correct. You've answered all of my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then. First, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what the object was?
The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. That's gonna happen quite a lot. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Statue added to the court record. A statue in the shape of
The Thinker.
It's rather heavy. Bada. Leading Phoenix representation for those who are bad at their job. Damn right he is. Bane looks like he takes advantage. Oh my god! Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequency. Mia, I'm not sure what you mean by tab. I don't have any tab sodas on me. Which is a reference for our American fans out there, because we don't have tab soda here.
Mr. Payne! The prosecution may call his first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant Mr. Butts to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butts, it is not true. Is it not true that the victim had recently dealt to you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We're getting together! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet! Cleopatra and Mark Anthony! Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped! She was just taking my phone calls! Or seeing me! Ever? What's it to you, anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Hey, Double D! Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it! The victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. I'm in Paris at 7:30 the day before the murder. Passport added to the court record.
Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way!
The victim...
No, he doesn't speak like that. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... stop him from answering. My client has no idea the victim was seeing other men. The question is irrelevant to this case. The question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That's cheating, she-dog. Oh, that's cheating, she-dog. I'm gonna die! I'm just gonna drop dead! Yeah, when I met her in the afterlife. I'm going to get the bottom of this. Yeah, I don't blame her either.
Let's continue with... I'm the judge. Let's not... I will be the judge. Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe that the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh, boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? No. Well, did you or did you not? Huh? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Oh god, he went. What do I do? No, it's honestly. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell me. Yeah, I was there. I went.
Order! Well, Mr. Butts.
Dude, chill! She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Objection! Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Bust is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. Oh, this is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sowett to the stand.
Frank Sowett.
Ace Attorney Conventions. Mr. Happy Mask Salesman, Mr. Sowett. You sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct?
Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sowett, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go.
I was doing door-to-door. I was going door-to-door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead even. I crawled in fright and found myself unable to go inside.
Hey, they call me Skid, how you doing?
I thought to call the police immediately.
Larry would be a bottom.
However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m.
That's not the voice I gave him.
Evans to Murgatroyd. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. even.
I can't give that either. That can't be right. She died at 4 p.m. Objection.
The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Forehead wart.
Is that what's on his forehead?
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to be work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sowett used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record for the blackout for your blackout record. Added to the court record. Electricity must from noon to 6 p.m. Interesting.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor. All right, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Wright, did you pass the bar or not? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Phoenix, have you not watched Legally Blonde? Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? Huh? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction there. First, find contradictions between the court records and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicted evidence, Present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with the tab button, then point out contradictions in the testimony. You should really watch Legally Blonde. It's literally just Ace Attorney. My grandmother will switch her phone to a wire-connected phone. Oh, interesting. Maybe bar exams don't exist. Well, they mentioned the bar recently in this, just before. Total to subscriptions. I'm gonna press him. Boop. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him. I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal's fleeing the scene of a crime. That's a leading question! The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course. What the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So, what happened next? I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Half open, you say? Half open, you say? Yes, the door was... no, wrong voice. Sorry, guys. Yes, the voice was half open, yes. I'm mixing up these voices all the time. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd in a city like this, I thought. I see. And what happened next? Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to pee? We climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing. Thorough words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside. The pain cut him off so quickly. So you looked into the apartment. What happened then? Then I saw them lying there. A woman, not moving, dead. Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well. What happened next? I crawled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. So you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes. I mean, no, nothing. Okay, what happened next? Oops, wrong button. You thought to call the police? Did that mean you really didn't actually call them? Please listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next? However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember exactly the time. It was 1 p.m. Wrong. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes that the time of death was sometimes after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How did you explain this 3-hour gap? Objection! Oh, this is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Soren, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Good job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and the whole story falls apart. Wait! I remember now. Would you care to give the testimony again?
Would you care to give your testimony again? Would you care to give your testimony again?
You see, I keep getting... Talking too much. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time, it was probably coming from the television.
Power out.
Oh, it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video on a taped program. This is why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
Uh-huh. Interesting. And how does that make any sense with the power outage?
I see. Why am I making him sound like Patrick? I see. You heard the voice of saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
He is a bad liar. Your Honor, this man's pants are on fire. I see no contradiction here. His pants are on fire, and thus he is a liar. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Really?
Wrong!
Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
The defendant has a point.
Do you have any explanation for this, Mr. Sora? No, I find it puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sora, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility.
That and you seem rather
That and you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well. Mr. Soret, let's hear your testimony one more time.
I need some tea. All these voices are scratching at my throat. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. Would be nice if perjury was a real Ace Attorney. Except for that one circumstance. I agree. Your Honor, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim.
Actually, wait just a moment.
The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was his statue. Oh, jeez. After this tutorial case, I'm gonna pause for a second and get some tea. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. The judge used to see. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? Oh, iconic song. You with your objections and your evidence. Just what do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Soret. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That clock.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. It doesn't look like a clock. And it doesn't look like a clock. I submitted it. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problem with this testimony?
Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he You're lying. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. But he asked her out, was rejected, and planned to just scare her, then accidentally murdered her, hence him panicking at the start. Ooh, good theory.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sorit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Objection! Well, what's the meaning of this? Nah, I'm doing it with my nasal voice. Well, what's the meaning of this? This is all baseless contradiction. Baseless? Just look at the witness' face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never. Look, the clock. I heard. No, I mean, I saw. Yeah. Shut up! I hate you. It was him. I tell you, it was him. He killed her, and it should burn. Give him death. Your Honor, it was a self-report.
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor,
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Bridgerton.
Your Honor.
You claim the sound of the witness heard from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
Whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sorit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... I think it's rather heavy. Try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, Phoenix cropped us. Pain, however, shit his pants. Hell yeah! Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So you heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, the clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sorit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sorit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing! Oh god, what is he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it! I was so close.
Mr. Bridgerton! It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness, unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sorit.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens! You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! You lawyers are all slime! Ugh. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sorit. Mia? I mean, Chief? Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes. Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let him have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. Now, apparently that's like California, but I refuse to believe this game takes place in California, and I'll talk about why after this. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the other day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh, he's dead. Yeah, he took a cyanide pill. Yeah, Japanifornia! That's where it takes place. I love how the fan was just like, well, it's not California because none of this looks like California. And it can't be just Japan because they say it's California, so it's Japanifornia, baby. A dream of Japanifornia, yeah.
Order! Order, I say.
Well,
this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness.
He was arrested and is taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but... this court finds that the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts.
Bah! Bah! Welcome, Lemon. We just finished the tutorial level. Woo! Yay! Yippee!
And with that, this court is adjourned.
It turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see where people were out of their houses. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. I still can't believe we won. Right! Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief look this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick! Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was... never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see your headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. No, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Hey, I was the one that... Take two. Hey, I was the one that got you off the hook. Oh, hey! Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was totally playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you sure? Excuse me? I think she got quite fond of it. Wait, let me make this comment. This is always so weird to me. You explain exactly how he got the time wrong and completely hear his testimony apart. But even though it's exactly the right time difference, there's a possibility that the time was changed, and so therefore it doesn't count, and your court was still guilty. Was it any evidence, no less? What? I think it's because that little bit of evidence was enough for him to admit that he did it. Like, you're right, that's not a lot of evidence, but it's enough to make the client question, like everyone question the client, and then he got anxious and just blurted out, it's like in Legally Blonde. It's like the ending of Legally Blonde, which I won't spoil, because Mike hasn't seen it. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't got a lot of sympathy for me, it's okay. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. No. Nah, you don't have to sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, right, yeah. You've seen the perm scene? Yeah. Oh no, I could have presented my attorney's badge! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about the clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. I should have showed him the lawyer badge. I'm sorry, Bucky. I'm sorry. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence right now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. In order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen. Learn. Grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah. Part, at least. The other part is gay! The other part of why I became a lawyer is a homosexual reason. You'll have to tell me about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me up." I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident.
And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. How ominous, Phoenix? What do you mean by that? Bow. Brand new episode has been added. Saving content. Okay. Before we get into this one, I'm gonna go make myself some tea because my voice is getting already. I can feel it getting, and I need something warm. So before we start this off, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna run and get some tea. I'll leave you with some fun little ads. All right. I'll see you guys in a second.
Watch the movie Hellboy, and read the graphic novels. From Seed of Destruction to Hollow Earth, Twilight Comics has them all. Come in and check out our very own hand-painted Hellboy. Twilight Comics has Hellboy miniatures, Hellboy the role-playing game, and a whole lot more cool stuff. Hellboy the Corpse is available March 24th at Twilight Comics, only 25 cents while supplies last.
At Twilight Comics, we have games, and we have fun.
You know their names. Now see the show that started it all. Earth's mightiest warriors. Only smaller. Dragon Ball. Weekdays at 5:30.
Master Roshi, get off the toilet!
I said hold on.
You're stinky.
They're so cute at that age. Only Toonami.
A bottle of milk, thanks.
Low fat, no fat, full cream, high calcium, high protein soy, light skim, omega-3, high calcium with vitamin D and folate or extra dollop.
I just want milk that tastes like real milk.
This tastes like full cream milk. And only 2% fat.
Paul's Smarter White Milk. Smart choice.
Maybe I can help. What can you do? Tempt his tummy. Tempt your tummy with the taste of nuts and honey. Honey Nut Cheerios combines golden honey with crunchy nuts. Part of this complete breakfast. Try him. He loves them. He's going home. The bigger they are, the harder they fall for Honey Nut Cheerios.
I'm 7-0 this season.
You auto-drafted.
That's what all the great GMs do. They delegate.
You didn't do anything.
Yeah, I did. I set the cue.
Without NFL.com fantasy football, what would friends talk about?
Almost wore shorts today.
Oh.
I was gonna do a sweatshirt shorts combo. Switched to pants instead.
NFL.com fantasy football. It's fun, it's free, it's easy.
Game Boy Advance.
裁判をゲームにする？不謹慎だ。しかも無罪を勝ち取るゲームなんて。
面白ければ良いのではないでしょうか。
矛盾をついて無罪を勝ち取れ。逆転裁判2。
Product not yet rated.
He was created as the ultimate life form. Darker. Stronger. Faster. And more dangerous. His name is Shadow. Chaos Blast!
Shadow, find the Chaos Emeralds and bring them to me as promised.
The only way I'm gonna get the secrets to my past is to get those Chaos Emeralds.
Now, he's on a quest to discover his true purpose.
This will remind you what the humans did to you.
Maria! Rules will be broken. Truths will be revealed. And sides will be taken. Charge!
Who am I?
Will he be good or evil? No one knows but you. Shadow the Hedgehog. His time has come. Shadow the Hedgehog. Coming November 2005.
Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, Rollout, Megatron, and more.
Want to see action, kid?
Like you've never seen them before.
Programmed for this kind of action! Consider this an upgrade.
The Transformers are getting a fresh start, and we're kicking off the animated series with the premiere of the hour-and-a-half Transformers Animated Special, the day after Christmas at 8 p.m. They're more than meets the eye. Only on Cartoon Network.
Hi, could I have a homemade hot chocolate with...
Wouldn't it be great if for just one weekend, the tables were turned?
Yeah, let me have a grand latte with extra.
Then get to SoccerCon March 28 through 30. For all the details, check out soccercon.org.
There's a bomb on this bus!
Yum.
You gotta keep this thing above 50 or it's gonna blow! Barry! Just listen to me, Barry!
I'll get back to you, Barry.
Hey, you've got to steer this thing too.
Oh, my lunch!
Chocolate chips. May I?
Out of the way! Get out of the way!
Hey, Gov, got 2 bob? Hey, buddy, is that vanilla? You mind if I have a bit? Hey, wasn't a bomb meant to explode?
Wow, what a blast! Just like new Go-Go Gorilla Mix. Seriously rough stuff.
Meet Ginger.
Junior high is like a jungle. It's got predators. They're prey. Huh? A few unclassified species.
Trade dentures with you?
No way! These still have prune in them. And me, trying to survive without becoming extinct.
Don't miss the premiere of As Told by Ginger, coming October 25th to Nickelodeon.
We are Nintendo Ultimate TV Game System. We challenge all players. You cannot beat us. Aim your zapper gun. You cannot beat us. Even with your robot partner. You cannot beat us. Score 1 million. You cannot beat us. Discover new worlds. You cannot beat us. We are Nintendo. We challenge all players. You cannot beat us.
That's an Aussie ad, by the way. Fun fact, that's an Australian ad. I'm back with tea. I think one of my gums are fucked up. I'm back with a large glass of tea. And I got just English breakfast with some honey. because that's the only tea I have. And hopefully this will help my throat a little. I'm just gonna wait for it to cool down because it's fucking hot as hell. But let's get back into it. Also, Meme, you are cooking with that game. I won't save over my data. I'll save this one. I got just a black English breakfast. I wish I could put a lemon in it, but I don't have any lemons. Hello, this is Maya. Maya! Hey, Maya. Hi, Maya. It's me. Mia! What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I finally get used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always liked toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame! I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside of it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 p.m. to pick it up? I'll be in the pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers. Oh, I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. All right, it's a deal. All right, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m. September 5th, 8:47 p.m. Fay and Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers? How could you know? Ho! You are not conferous of my background. I don't know what that word means. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho! My dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence! Farewell, Miss Fay! Red, white, blue. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Fay and Co. Law Offices. Oh, I'm late. Huh, that's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. I gotta go right away! First, I'm just gonna... Who's sitting here? Oh, I bet you Phoenix is usually here. Alright, let's just go. Let's go. That smell. Blood. Sis? Someone's there. Chief? 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 Who are you? Strange girl dropped out cold after lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally, she was cold. Chief. Oh, hope you guys weren't liking me too much. That shocked me. I didn't know that when I first played this game. I was like, well, Mia's really cool. And they're like, that was the last time I was able to tell. I'm like, why? Phoenix, why? Why Phoenix? Phoenix, why? Why is that? Phoenix, why? Ooh, this is hard to tell. I should change it to an all black outfit for this. Yeah. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck in the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass. Must be Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't have any audio playing. There was some really good music and sound effects. Oh no! Oh, there was some really nice and soft music and like sound effects, and oh my god, that sucks for you guys. Anyway, must be pieces of the glass light stand line broken in the back of the room. Glass shards added to the court record. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. Piece of paper. Must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Bye, Bokchi! It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic this weapon that became the murder weapon again. Some shards of plastic on the floor. They seem to be remains of the last sand. Chief's chair. A simple, functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in, too. All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case records and listed rulings. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. About all she used his PC was for email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. Okay, I don't know if that's a modern thing or an old thing, because I know this game is supposed to be, like, ever since the remaster, it's supposed to be based. I remember the music being soft, so I never registered that it wasn't on. I remember that, the game after the remaster, they're like, well, this game takes place in 2012, but the original game took place in like 2003. And I personally prefer to envision the game taking place in 2003. Personally. Fainco legible. Everything is written in the chief's alternate neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Right, I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police? Please, come quick! What was that? Someone's screaming from outside the window. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. There's a large building right across from my office. The Gatewater Hotel, a nice, luxurious place. Yeah, it works so much better when it's season 3. A word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? These papers are recently from our department store, dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. It's painful to look, but I have to for Mia's sake. Looks like she was hit in the head with a blunt weapon. She probably died instantly. Phoenix, you probably shouldn't even be touching the body, if I'm being honest. Perfectly normal office desk. She had a very particular policy about office decor. Spend big on stuff the client use, but keep your own stuff simple. Screws. I better not use it. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Yay! Don't scare me like that! Excuse me, but... Oh, that's Phoenix, sorry. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya Faye. Maya Faye? Maya! So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? I never thought there'd be use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Couch! The sofa for the clients is leather, a real luxury model. I think I should have put the teabag in longer. A large painting. I guess you'd call this modern art. I, on the other hand, call it a mistake. Now that's really funny with context, because now we know Phoenix is an art student. So this isn't just someone who doesn't know art being like, this looks weird. This is an art student who trained to art, and to do art, and to look at art, and be like, what a primitive painting. Like, that makes it so much funnier. But I'm going to bed. You going to bed? See you, Mike! My tummy is getting a bit better. The door to the chief's office is slightly open. Better not touch the door. Couldn't cram more legal books in here, even if you want to. Few can gaze upon the shelves without feeling insightful. No clues here. No clues here. Whoops. Small writing desk cluttered with office supplies. The reception desk. I usually sit here. Yep. Talk. She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me? Can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark, and sis, so she was already dead. So, you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here, visiting? This late at night? Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker. Maya, what do you think of my badge? I'm sorry, I've never seen that before. Maya, what do you think of this thinker? About the thinker. The thinker? That was... Oh, sis. I probably shouldn't have asked her about the murder weapon. This was lying next to the chief. I know, I saw it there too. I thought they might have been pieces of the light stand. Maybe. Never heard of a glass light stand before. Before Mia died, she wrote a message for you in her own blood. She wrote it on the back of his feet. That's my name! Why? Why would she write that? Please just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Now I've done it. Here comes the pigs! The police! Sounds like they're coming this way.
Freeze, please!
Hey, okay, I like this pig.
Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see?
Well, what voice do I give Dick? I always imagine him being like,
Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see?
Gumshoe? Oh, odd name.
We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder.
Ah! Must have been that woman I saw.
Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay?
Great. Just great. Maya. Wait. She wouldn't have... No.
Whoa! Excuse me! Eek! This wasn't my aim, it ain't any of you?
That's my name.
What? Victor drew this here note. The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see?
With a dying breath, see?
She wrote down the killer's name.
The killer? But I'm not...
Case closed. You're coming out of the precinct, ma'am.
What? Gumshoe, you're such a shit detective. His younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. Also, they didn't mention this game, which I thought they would. The judicial system in this game is fucked. It is fucked. And I remember when I first played it, explained it, but I haven't explained it. And basically, it is guilty until proven innocent rather than innocent until proven guilty in this game. There's a high turnover rate of crime. Just everyone just be like, yeah, you probably did it. All right, convict them. So defenders' jobs are a lot harder. Sister Maya was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visitor hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m. Detention center, visiting center. Room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. What do I have in here? Let's see. She was 27. Maya's only 17. And Gumshoe's 30. For the local precinct. Mia's little sister, fan, been over his body. My boss, and very good defense attorney. She was a very good defense attorney. Oh. It's you. It's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning! She looks so tired. Are you gonna be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never gonna believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought... It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha! So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. I wouldn't call Phoenix a genius. He is kind of a genius. One of those strike fear in the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go if I ever get into trouble now. Maya, don't say that. That's how you got into this situation. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Wow! Mia. Wow! That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. The phone recording will help so much. Oh, yeah. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia... I know. Scout monitors the visitor room. He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. Smile for the camera. Something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with your outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training. Spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes! Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, the clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember! Do you want to hear it in your... Do you want to hear it in your own voice? Hear a voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah, I forgot how to delete these things. What? Why do they save? So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure. Thanks. So should I have my sister to put on my cell phone? So you're an acolyte? A medium in training. That's right. The Faith family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Faith family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course! She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. The powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait, what? So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium? With ESP and all that? Yep, in training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We could just ask her who killed you. Killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that'd be too easy. Huh? Is something that matter? I was wondering, could I ask you for a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much! I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? Ooh, a lot of dots. I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10 a.m. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. The visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold onto a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock that Larry made. Practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9 p.m. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear from now. Wanna see this? Wanna see this? Sorry, I've never seen that before. Damn. Alright, bye! Bow now, bow. Wow, it's cleaned up well. Set up a 6. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal! No trespassing! Sorry, I don't know. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright! How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Oh, I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right, and you were... I would like to say, for most of this game, when I played it, I hated Gumshoe. I hated Gumshoe with a passion. And then I got up to the final level, I'm like, oh, I love Gumshoe. I have to protect Gumshoe? What the fuck? I love him? I love him? But now I hate him, so I'm just gonna call him Sud Shoes. That's me! Don't step on my blue suede shoes! Wait, that's a song, pal! My name's Detective Dick Gumshoe. Wait, that's Detective Dick Gumshoe to you, pal. I didn't say detective. Whoops! I mean, I did. Whatever. Anyway, get the name right. Don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick! Get over... Hey, Dick! Get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're a lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better be doing it quick. Oof, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. The sky's blue and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Planty! Mia's favorite potted plant. I remember it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. Cordyline Stricter, pal. Who was that? An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. That movie? Legally Blonde! Mia's desk. Perfectly clean, as always. Only thing is missing is Mia. Reminds me of Knuckles. Big, dumb, and gullible. How did he become a detective? Yeah. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is that Mia probably read all these. Bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now don't look at me like that, pal. It's no use. It's no use. It's no use. Sonic! She might have your boss. I'm not gonna do that. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment, pal. Alright, you can see the report, but that's all. Autism report added to the court record. Time of death, 9/25. Oh no, 9/5. 9 p.m. Cause of a single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. At least it was instant. Don't want to stuffer. Why'd I say that with a lisp? Stuffer. I didn't want her to suffer. What about Maya? Yeah, I'm looking forward to that trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you say that? The city's put prosecutor Sorry, this is a big deal. The city's put prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Ooh, Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means. You being a lawyer and all. Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth? That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Yeah, wait, you do know him, don't you? I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Aw, don't talk about him that way. You make him sound barely human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became a prosecutor at an incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back-alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. I love how that has 2 meanings! I'm an attorney! Sorry, pal, but I got no info for the likes of you. The murder weapon. I was wondering, do you know anything about this? Well, that statue? That's the murder weapon. Huh? He thinks the clock is just a statue, too? I'm starting to wish I'd never seen this thing. There was broken glass at the crime scene, right? Hmm? Oh, that? It seems that glass stand next to the victim fell over. The glass shards are pieces of broken stand. Hey, half Mars, work lunch break! Hell yeah! There was a piece of paper next to the victim, wasn't there? Yeah, the one with the killer's name written on it. Are you sure that Mia wrote it herself? What a name for a man! Hey, he could, this is an MA15 plus stream, I could say it, he could edge us anytime. Given the condition of the writing, it's hard to say if it's handwriting or not. It's a handwriting or not. So there's no proof that Mia wrote it. I was wondering, did you see a MyFace cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you can give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Oh, he's on to me. Tell him gay. Okay, I can't be straight with this guy. But what should I tell him? Something the matter. Oh, no, that carrying strap of the cell phone. This? It says the Steel Samurai Warrior of the Neo-Old Tokyo. Steel Samurai? That actually here on TV? Yeah, you see that strap is a collector's item. She was worried it might get lost if she went down to the precinct. That's what she said? Yes. Okay, pal. I wrote down all the numbers she called anyway. Here you go. Seems like he didn't notice the record of the conversation. I was at an artist market last weekend and there was someone selling Miles and Phoenix keychains, but Phoenix was sold out. No! It should have been me! T. It should have been T. Ooh, I can hear the recorded conversation. I guess I'll ask all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait! One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. She is crazy. Come to think of it, I completely forgot about her. The witness? His name is Dick Gumshoe. This game's great, and I really think you should play this game. You missed the first tutorial level, and you missed our teacher, basically, Mia, has been killed. And her little sister Maya has been framed for it. And we're basically now collecting evidence and seeing if we can talk to anyone about it and work out what happened. It was sad. I don't know how else to summarize. Yeah, here we go. I'm getting back into it. Yeah, Miss April May. It's May right now. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about it. Well, you just told me her name, Miss Faye, huh? Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already, then? Aha! You're trying to lawyer tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in her hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. Hey, you got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Why is he so eager to see grieving teenage girls go to prison? That is this world. This world is very much like, yeah, it's like court cases are seen as like it's like beheadings like in like 100 years ago. They're like big events. That's why there's confetti at the end when you win. Like a bunch of people come in crowds to like watch court cases. Oh, is that just the movie? That might just be the movie. But yeah, the criminal justice system in the Ace Attorney universe is fucked. And it's guilty until proven innocent. And that's, I don't know why, they haven't explained why that is. They haven't even gone into a lot of detail. But yeah, all the detectives, all the policemen, all of the, even the judges are very quick to just be like, all right, they were near the crime, they probably did it guilty. Apparently that's very similar to how, what the Japanese criminal system is like as well. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Let's go. Oh, actually, first let's hear this conversation. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I wanted to hold on for you. Again? What is it this time? It's a clock. I made it look like the statue. Oh, I've seen this already. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, let's go to this lawyer and try to see if she can, Whoa! Aussie ass painting right there. That's Aussie as hell. That right there, Australian. That's in a bloody Australian in the bloody outback with the sunrise behind him and his little dog right there. Beautiful, beautiful Aussie fucking painting. It's number 6, Grossberg Law Officers. Also, this is why I hated Gumshoe. First time I played this game, I fucking hated Gumshoe for that exact reason. He's an idiot. But eventually, he grows on you because he gets a bit of a... Yeah, you'll see. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Yeah, that's just a green globe. Not to mention run an office like this. Guess I'll just have to come back later. Nah, I'm gonna snoop around. Is this alcohol? Can I have some? Are these cigarettes? Can I have some? Are these cigars? Can I have some? Table for clients. An elegant ebony case. If I'm not mistaken, that light is made of solid gold. Even if I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Planty. Expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. Good old Australian painting. The painting had been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The old painting is so thick, it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. He is such a pretentious art student. I love him. He's that either, for that matter. The fact that they just decided later on, oh, also Phoenix is an ex-art student, makes every time he talks about art so funny. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's deep polished with deep luster. Oops, no clues here. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny, they don't look like they've ever been read. Haha, loser. Bro, don't read. I've been reading recently. I've been reading Transformers Exodus. September 6, Gateway Hotel, room 303.
Whoa! Hello there, handsome.
Yeah, what the fuck is it? What voice am I doing for this girl? It is like a giant pea.
Yeah. Hello there, handsome.
That's what I'm doing. Hi. Hi.
You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal.
Remember to self. Thank Dick Gumshoe for making my job harder.
Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look part of the beautiful eyewitness.
I pity that lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Ooh, champagne! The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fay & Co. law office building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clear from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. A table! A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. Ah, a still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? One of those is hanging on the wall. Again, the more, like, knowing that he's an art student makes everything he says about art so much funnier. She needs to thicken her eyebrows. A simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing like catching here. Flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. What is this? Nos? There's a screwdriver stuck on this door. I don't know what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey!
What are you doing? No touching? Oh, bad boy. Oh, you really shouldn't be prying around other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you?
Upset? I thought you was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be in that drawer. Well, everyone's so young. Wait, what does it say for them? When eyewitness events testified that confirmed. Phineas doesn't know what roses are. What you witnessed? Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident.
Observed? Incident? You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary.
Jesus. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it? Pretty please?
Let me see. Well, dream on! If you want to know, you just have to come to the court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer.
Could you... Just who exactly are you?
Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me?
Okay, this is... I don't... The whole game isn't like this. The whole game is not like this. No! Hey, I'm just doing my job here.
You know, you're cute when you blush.
Yeah, believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? You get this fucking bot out of here.
Well, no tea! And you had your little hopes up too, didn't you?
I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you?
Oh, what amazing powers of observation! You must be one of those famous detectives like on the television.
Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer.
Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers.
Oh, boy. Hey, look, I'm a lawyer.
Excuse me, I'm a witness. Police witness, you understand? How can I possibly give you any information in good conscience, Me, the witness! It's just like in the movies.
Okay. Did you see it?
Excuse me. Blah, blah, blah. The same thing I said, like the movies.
Alright, well, bye. Hey! What is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry, I haven't seen him yet. I see. I'm gonna go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. Hey, tell me about your childhood trauma, Maya. How about your family? I only had my sister. That's not true, you have a cousin. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is. Don't know. So she could still be alive? The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain. So, who was this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But the man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Hey, I got your cell phone back. I wouldn't be Japanifornia without characters with sad backstories, damn right. Oh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. Easy. Sorry, Maya. Let's move on, shall we? Let's go back to this lawyer. Where the fuck is he? Seems like Mr. Gombert is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. Yeah, that wasn't the most over-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard.
Oh, so you're the one they've been looking for me.
Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined.
There's a badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now?
Yes. Well, yes.
And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed.
Not busy? How come no one could get in touch with you?
Something the matter? You come to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it.
Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey.
Ooh, my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake. Yes, Maya Fey. Go on.
Why the strange reaction?
I'm really quite busy here, son. I just took a Pepto-Bismol. I can't go taking cases on a day you noticed. No, it's quite impossible.
Wait a second.
How did you know the trial?
How did you know the trial was tomorrow?
Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion.
What's going on? He refused me before I could even get a chance to ask him. What if I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case.
Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see.
But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands.
Yes, of course. I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye.
Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something?
I think not, I said.
What do you mean?
I'm terribly, terribly sorry. I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy.
Why?
I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you.
What's going on here? No! Tell me about Mia. How did you know Mia Fey?
He worked here a long time ago. Quite the appearance, that one. Learned my technique in a blink of an eye. She left one day quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see.
Mission?
You could see in her eyes. She followed in with a burning passion. Never looks back, that one.
That's quite a painting.
You've noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? But color the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intent on parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you.
I wasn't interested.
It's not for sale.
I'm not buying. Jeez. No. Look, I'm a lawyer.
Very sorry, but I've got nothing to say regarding this matter.
Look, the murder weapon.
Very sorry, but I have nothing to say to this matter.
Look, Mia's name.
I'm very sorry, but
Look, a phone. Look, autopsy report. Fine. Go fuck yourself. Actually, can I buy something else? No. Go fuck yourself. Now I'm gonna tell a crying little girl. Well, she's 17, she's not a little girl, but I'm gonna call a crying child and tell her, yeah, sorry, the best defendant that your sister who's now dead told you to trust, he doesn't like you. Looks like Detective Gumshoe has gone home. Police are still keeping themselves busy in the chief's office. No one has to talk to me, I guess. Guess I'll head out. So, 3:42 p.m. Hiya. Oh, you're back! Did you find the lawyer? Well, how do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He had all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? I've made up my mind. I'm gonna defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well... no one is as a person without any friends. I know, I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right. Thank you. She smiled at last. She looked like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes! And I trust you, so you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? Something that's really bugging me. So what was inside that strange woman's drawer? So I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Alright, Maya, I'll see you in a sec. Toodaloo! Oh, hello. Hellboy! Good afternoon, sir. That's how he talks now. Excuse me? You are... well, I want some biscuits. I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy at this establishment. At your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, facilities. If you're no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy event. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. I almost forgot. Ow! You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp. Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined me and my... What, mother? What's the time? 12:45. Could it be a coincidence? There's a screwdriver sticking out of the half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Wiretap added to the court record. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in a hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright, I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. You know what I mean.
Oh, bad boy, still there?
Uh-oh, time to scram! I look forward to tangoing with you. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court! Continue. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, I'd like to save. What do you guys think? Keep going? Keep playing? 2016.
I think we could keep going. I don't see why not. Let's keep going.
September 7th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 1.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey.
Oh, there he is! There he is! Woo! There he is, guys! There he is! There he is! Woo! 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 Let's go! Let's go! The king is here. The king is here. What voice do I give him? What voice do I give him? So I'm confused. Wasn't the mom wrong? Did she lie about what the spirit of the victim said? And someone was... Well, we don't really know. We don't know for sure. She was wrong. We know she was wrong because they found evidence that another person did it. So everyone's like, well, then the medium must have lied or been wrong. Like she doesn't know what she's saying, and it causes controversy. Now, what voice do I do for Edgeworth? We could do British. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. I never read it as... What did I always read him as? I can't remember it as... Your prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Yep, I'm doing that. Simple. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today. I'll be on me in an instant.
Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. What was it? Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin.
If we may, our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court.
Sir! My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir.
He is hot.
I'm the detective in charge of homicides down in the district, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Oh, very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain.
Getting Aussie. Gumshoe's voice I'm not great at.
The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence.
They're still calling it a statue. Now, detective.
Yes, sir.
You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why?
Yeah, sir. I have hard evidence. She did it.
Sorry. Take two.
Yeah, sir. I have hard evidence. She did it, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence.
As soon as the fall... As soon as the fall...
Damn, get a hurt whip on this.
But as soon as the phone,
phonetically said by letter. Phone. As soon as the phone
call came, I rushed to the scene.
Alright, let's just see this floor plan first.
There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss May, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? Well, we had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder.
The very moment, you say. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. I didn't do deep. Oh, excuse me. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? Couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and always says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Huh. Should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try.
Something the matter?
No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. I can't breathe through my nose. This stupid deviated septum. Oh, the steam of the tea would help, but it didn't.
As soon as the phone call came, I rushed to the scene.
Who did you say you got a call from?
Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gateway Hotel. Right across the street. Rings.
Okay, I pressed. Not sure if it did much though. Right, please continue.
Well, there were two people there already.
Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime?
Right, I'd say about 3 minutes.
That's pretty fast.
Our motto is this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away.
Indeed. So, tell us who the people. Sorry, Edgeworth. I'm so sorry, Edgeworth. I'm so sorry. Sorry, Edgeworth. I'll give it another shot. So, tell us who the two people you found on the scene were.
Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Are you absolutely sure it was us?
Listen, pal, your dumb act will only go on for so far. With this funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you two stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene.
Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. Should have my points to her. I hate my deviated septum. Very hard to breathe through my nose while I talk.
I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey.
Why is that? Well, what's your reason?
Why? We had a witness account describing her.
Hold on just a second.
Oh, yeah?
If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had heard evidence. I'm lightheaded. You had hard evidence she did it, correct?
Huh? Did I say that? Me?
I heard you say it.
You did say it.
You did say it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink claim was hard evidence?
What? Miss May isn't suspicious. She sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective?
I guess a person can have an advantage.
Yes. Oh. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you right first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on the piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. The lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence.
Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective.
Your Honor?
Why didn't you testify about your vital piece of evidence the first time?
I know I'm real embarrassed about it. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
I can't keep doing this voice. It's ruining my throat. What's a deep, gruff voice?
Yeah, I forgot about you. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Yeah, I know. I'm real embarrassed about it. Oh, Peter. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm real embarrassed about that. I'm really embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Hi, Detective Gumshoe here.
Nah, I imagine being like,
yeah, Detective Gumshoe here.
I'm just gonna keep doing that.
Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes.
Hold it!
And did you find any evidence?
No. Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting the good part.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood.
Oh, hold on, I'm gonna go back. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it.
Oh, then who did write it, Mr. Smarty Pants?
Who? The killer! The killer! Anyone could see that.
Oh, just saying the killer wrote her own name. Buddy, please.
She was framed. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I guess that's a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, pal.
Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found.
On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood.
Do you have proof it was Mia who wrote that?
Of course I do, pal.
You sounded pretty confident. That might be good.
Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's.
What kind of tests were these again?
Huh? What kind? Well, I hear that they take the little bits of the blood and the I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests.
Yes, that's quite clear. You may continue with your testimony.
Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir.
Detective Gumshoe.
Yeah.
I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. That was a mess.
Right, where was I? Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger.
On which hand was the bloody finger, Detective?
The right hand.
She was one-handed.
Ha ha ha! Nice try. I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name.
Detective Gumshoe. Do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name?
Yeah, sure, it happens all the time in books and movies.
This isn't a movie, Detective. It's a video game! Let's talk about reality, shall we?
I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no.
Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister?
Yeah, actually, you get a point, pal.
Stop right there. Shaking her head. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order! Order!
Oh, that didn't go so well.
That's right! What he said!
That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction there somewhere. Let's find it. A piece of paper next to the victim's body. Clearly in blood. Wait, hold on. No, hold on. She died instantly. Ha! Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Maya Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. I said Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying.
What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it?
Of course she wrote it! Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective.
Yeah, backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from the department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no biting your way out of this one, Detective.
Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately could have had the time to write anything down.
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain... Here it comes. One of the most iconic things in the whole series. I beg your pardon, but when did you obtain that autopsy report? When? It was the day after the murder.
The prosecution's point being?
That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. It's so funny watching lawyers see this scene because all of them go, outdated? What do you mean? How could that even be? Like, this is like so unrealistic. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Oh, man. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have the time to write Maya. That is all.
I see!
Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? I'm a sham. You're a sham, Edgeworth. The detective's a sham. Ooh, I kind of want to see all three of these play out. I'm going to save, and I'm going to see all three of these play out. Because that's how I play this game. I save scum. Detective Gumshoe, was I a fool to trust you in your report? Huh? Me? I wasn't, Detective Gumshoe. I disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that. Oh! I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation. Your Honor, I submit this report to the kit. Nope, load. Detective Gumshoe, you are a sham. How could you give me a faulty report? I thought Detective Gumshoe. Burp. I'm disappointed in you handing the wrong report like that. Okay, Sam Russell. You're a sham, Edgeworth. Ooh, drama. I'm gonna show you later. Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard there's nothing you won't go to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this. Okay, I want to... Understood. Okay, now, I do want to go back. I think, personally, what I think Phoenix would answer with... I don't know if Phoenix would go as personal as to say you're a sham, Edgeworth. But I don't think he would go for... Okay, Phoenix would do both of these, because Phoenix is an asshole. He can do either of these. But I think for the sake of my story, I think it is. Because I'm a fool to trust you in your report. We've seen it, now he gets less pay. No, I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good in your evaluation next month. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood.
The court accepts the evidence.
Okay. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer.
I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes.
Damn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. You won't believe what happened next.
Let the witness, Miss May, take the stand.
Exactly what part of her is innocent? No, I should say that better. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please.
April May, at your service. Wait.
Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Ah, yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. He's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Not Edgeworth, he's gay! Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
This hotel is directly across from Faye and Cole law offices.
That's right, big boy.
Big boy? Please testify to the court about what you say, what you saw.
Fam, she's literally 23. Wait, how old is can I see how old Edgeworth is? Yes, I can. How old is he? He's 24. He's my age. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, wait. Bella boy. Bella boy.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink. Boob jiggle.
It's all my tea, baby. Well, Your Honor. I see. It's a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Well, wait, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
What about my cross-examination?
I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, don't you?
Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you!
Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. Only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
It was like 9 at night. I looked at the window, you know.
Let's see, was it 9 at night? Wow, 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 wow. Where's the updated autism report? That's weird, there's no time here. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why? I walked away to something and I forgot you were streaming. It's alright. Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something?
Hi again. Hi, Lemon. Gee.
What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily.
I sort of, you know, boob wiggle equals 3. I had a feeling.
I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Yeah, go for it. Why did you do that? Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out the window at that time of night. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Girl boss, you're right, she's girl boss. She's so girl boss.
Yeah, stop it! Stop attacking the innocent woman! The poor girl!
Order!
Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl, what about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next?
And then... Oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked.
The woman with long hair. That was Mia Fey?
Slender, sort of, well... Some people might say pretty if that's your thing.
Your thing? And the person oh, she's a lesbian. And oh wait, no, if she was a lesbian, she would call it. She's not a lesbian. I was wrong. Fuck, she's asexual. And the person attacking her?
The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair.
How do you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. She's gaslighting everyone. She's the Lake Queen. No, she's gaslight girl. Keep fucking girl. Yeah. Your testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. That's right. I question the testimony. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks! What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant?
Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yeah, what's the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless, like the film, Clueless. I'm from Clueless. About this, I mean.
Your Honor, self-report. Your Honor, Your Honor, I was in intelligence. Fuck, I haven't played Among Us in so long. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness testimony mentions neither of these things. Testimony is bogus.
But...
She does that. Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What did you say to that? What do you say to that, Miss May?
What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I mean, I saw what I saw.
She's even that pretty. Damn, meme! The testimonies are bulletproof, and they're going, exactly, yeah.
I, just didn't think all the trifling little details was necessary, darling. I can't speak. Oh.
Miss May, the court would like you to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
Boom Jiggle, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink.
Your testimony again, if you would.
It's funny how sillier the judge gets as the games go on. Because I feel like he would have been like, oh, what a young woman! Like, this is the second or third game. Damn, I almost had her.
I did see everything, I did! I thought with the cat. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. And then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did, even. That, clock. The kind of statuey clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you?
I love the judge too. He looks like my dad. He looks like so much like my dad if my dad was bald. One time I went, I was with my dad and his partner, with my brother and my brother's partner. We went to get ice cream. And we were like, oh, we gotta show dad. We gotta show dad that he looks so much like this guy. And dad was like, I guess I kind of look like him. And his partner just started laughing, was going like, yeah, that looks like him. It's the eyebrows. It's all the eyebrows and the kind of that. My dad does that.
I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination.
I saw something that's wrong. How did you know it was a clock? Damn, your dad was that big of a beard. My dad's beard goes from down here to sometimes he shaves it to be more here. It kind of depends. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. That's certainly a word to use in this conversation with her.
Revealing?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Miss Lawyer. Mr. Lawyer, nice of you transition, then congratulations.
You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. This is the most breasted boobly down to yeah, it is. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder.
Order!
Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Yeah, she needs to relax. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. No, I won't. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. As you may recall, I've caught murders with these same questions before. Well, only once.
Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness.
Oof, that was close. If he stopped me, the trial would have been over.
Huh? What? So, what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
Well, that's... because I heard it? Yeah, I heard it. It's just the time.
So, you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co?
No! Hey, I didn't say that! Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
The law office of Fay & Co, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel.
she could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied?
No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. That clock is missing its clockwork.
How could you possibly...
Just take a look, right now.
Oh.
See anything interesting, Your Honor?
It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this?
It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat! Well, Miss May. Tisk tisk. Huh? Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction.
That is quite true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it.
And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove that the clockwork was removed?
Yes, I can. I have phone calls.
Impossible, of course.
I have proof. But what? What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? They're flirting! They're flirting! Well, I was listening.
Yeah, they're flirting.
And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. He says that to him also in the bedroom. He's like, Phoenix, show me the proof. And he's like, I got your proof right here. Sorry. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed. Take a look at this. Take a look at this!
That's a very cute cell phone.
Oh, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. I love Lawyer Yowie. I love Lawyer Yowie.
Order!
The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it.
He's up for evaluation soon.
I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame! I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 1927. 1927? Oh my god, that was years ago! Meep! This court is the Wild West. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, Blue Wiggle, I forgot. Wink.
So the witness had seen it before? That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright?
Yes. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court.
Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will provide the witness had not seen the clock before.
The fucking thinker himself. It's simple. This clock was never in any store ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here in the police station. And the one that is here in police custody. Impossible! Everything is sold in stores! Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh! Oh, excuses not... Oh, excuses not on sale today! How could that man not be bisexual? How could that man not be gay? Oh. Are her boobs sagging now? What was that? Oh, okay. Oh, her heart's been upside down.
What is it, you porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Whoa, whoa! Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Oh! Silly me! Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did to hear boob jiggle wink.
This is scary. Miss May, let me ask.
Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock?
Dear.
Does the defense have any opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you know the weapon was a clock because... the witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock.
She heard?
That is correct, Your Honor. There is no way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof.
Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock.
Exhibit Q.
Have a look at this.
Get a load of this.
I found this in Miss May's room.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is.
Miss April May, you were tapping the victim. You were tapping the victim, Miss Maya Faye's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant.
I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled.
Thank you.
It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap.
This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if this was the case, which it is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can, loser! It's simple! What? Here's my proof. The proof is that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... Wait, fuck. The proof that the victim said... Here. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Maya! Maya, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on for me. Again? What is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like a statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May. You used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer.
Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May.
Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer!
It's not fair! All of you ganging up on me like that! Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it?
I did it. The court's seen the real Miss Maya Fey now. Miss April May. Sorry, guys. Miss April May. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question!
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping irrelevant?
Ah, fuck, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wanted to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I have hardly called that irrelevant. Edgeworth likes Wright because he's the first person he's lost to in years and he found that hot. Your Honor, I'd like to present the witness's face as evidence. Your Honor, look at the witness. See, isn't that the face of a guilty woman?
While the court does not condone the defendant's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you provide you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone?
I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see him pull that off, weren't you?
Damn it, she's good.
Well, booby, you're not the first man who thought that, and of course, I can and will.
Huh? Live in this courtroom? Don't do that. You can't be serious. No way.
Way, I say, way. And now I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killer happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Booby, think I'm making this up? Asked the bellboy. Wink, booby.
Ergo, the witness was not on the scene of the crime or the murder. I never thought she was, to be honest. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow.
Well, does the defense have anything to say?
Well...
Oh, come on, think of something.
The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunken quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy.
Why?
What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer. Thus, she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition.
What?
I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Don't give up. Accept the condition. Alright, I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Yeah, fuck. Oh, wait.
Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand.
I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, I had a crumpet before this case and I burped it all out. Here it comes again. Oh, excuse me. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service.
The tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony.
Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gateway Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening for our guest, Miss May.
8 in the evening, huh? Didn't she die at 9?
She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at... Whoa, look at that eyeline, bro. It's just looking at her tits. What the fuck? First straight character in Ace Attorney. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
I could put down the tacit surely. The tacit? What's a tacit? I see.
The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I am ready. I hope. This is it.
I'm gonna save. If I can prove Miss May is involved with the murder now, I'm gonna save. Yep, meet my daddy. I don't, you know, Miss May's gone.
Maya will be finished.
I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gateway Hotel, in business for 4 generations. Now, what exactly is it you do at the hotel?
Why, anything required of me, sir.
I check in guests, I check out guests. I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I check Miss May in personally. You definitely checked her out. Are you always so prim?
Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions.
I believe I received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from our guest, Miss May. Are you sure it's Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, I also heard her voice. Then I saw them, and I... You're not calling the tits them. Oh, dude! The point being, I remember her quite well, sir.
Wow. Yes, what then?
She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir.
Yeah, what a pervert.
9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished it. Well, if she was watching TV, what was she doing looking out of the window? The time of the murder. I wrote it to her. No, this is wrong. I'm a save scummer. I'll admit it. I'm a save scummer. I brought it to her precisely 9 then. Precisely, exactly. And most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee, I'd like him iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. She'd be so particular at the time. Yeah. Yeah, just sorry. You are sure it was Miss May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an enduring mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain?
Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest favored me with an embracer, sir.
She fucked him?
No. Maybe just... Embracer? Is that French for embrace? Embracer. It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Wow.
Yeah, well, it is a game about murder. Sometimes it does shock me as well, because it's like it's usually pretty toned, it's pretty tame, and it's like, oh, that's a violent, bloody murder. I forgot this is a murder game. Oh, that's just someone's bare tits. Okay, I guess this is an adult game. But yeah, it is shocking. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Bro, get a girlfriend. Or go like jerk off or something. Get that energy out of you. Sounds pretty fishy to me. Miss May was up to something. I wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's not good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here.
It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand.
Let this happen, can I? Wait. Please, wait.
Yes, does the defense have something to add?
One last question. Let me ask one last question. I'm getting killed by Ace Attorney! Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on for long enough.
Now, Miss Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all.
Okay. This is really it. Now, this is my last chance. What do I ask you about? Tell me again about a room service. Again, sir. At exactly 9, I delivered room service to Miss May in the room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee, $18 with the charge. $18?! As I recall. I see. $18? Does that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know, and we don't skimp out on the ice, sir. What did he just say? What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable.
Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question.
Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Let's try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. You fool! I've done it. I've won! Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man who checked in with Miss May. Oh! Your Honor, as have been previously revealed, Miss April May was taping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder.
My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late.
Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of another man from this court.
Upstairs, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous.
Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Ooh. October 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 1.
Mr. Wright! You were amazing in there!
Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. What? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. Guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you! I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part here that hasn't been stricken from the record. Testimony added to the court record. I don't know how much good this will do me now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong at that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Maybe it was a Mr. White? Maybe a Mr. White, perhaps? And we're gonna save it here. And we're gonna end it here. Because it's been 3 hours. And you know what? That's a lot of fun. I mean, it was a lot of me just voice acting. But it was pretty good. It was good to see everyone's reactions. People haven't... Because Meme and Lemon, you haven't played the games before. I think Lemon, you might have watched someone play. I can't remember. But it's always fun to see others' reactions or also to talk about it with fans of the game. Because it's a great game. And it's fun to do the voices. I usually, honestly, play these games in silent. I usually take my time. Just kind of sitting there. Just listening to it all play out, and sometimes making funny observations or thinking about stuff. But now I gotta play. I've played this game before, so there's not a lot of heavy thing I need to do. A lot of it's remembering. But yeah, I absolutely love this man. I love this man. Mwah! I love this game. I love this man. It's one of my favorite things in the whole world, and I am so glad I'm properly playing it on the channel now. That was fun. Favorite game you've played so far? Really? That's good to hear. Yeah, I was worried. I was worried because these games are always back and forth. Me reading, I thought, are people interested in this? Is this something people want to look at? But no, I'm glad that you liked it. I'll definitely be playing more of this then. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. I'm starving. I haven't eaten, and it's 1:47 p.m. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, did my mic pick that up? My stomach just gurgled. I'm gonna go have some lunch. Maybe some, I think, leftover butter chicken. Maybe in a wrap. And I'll see you guys later. Also, update. Finished recording and base editing the next video. I want it to be out by next week. Hopefully it will be. Let's see. And I will see you guys, hopefully next week, with the next stream on Monday. Toodaloo.